Some people enter your life like a moment. Others arrive like a season. But once in a lifetime, someone walks in so quietly. And suddenly, your forever has a face. From the very first moment I saw you, something inside me shifted in ways I didn't even know were possible. It wasn't just the way your eyes lit up when you smiled, or the gentle warmth of your laughter that seemed to echo through my soul. It was something deeper, a quiet certainty that whispered to me that you were meant to be a part of my life in a way no one else ever could. I remember that day so vividly, like it was etched into my heart forever. Every glance, every word exchanged, every small, seemingly insignificant moment now carries a weight and meaning that only you could bring into my world. The way you looked at me, with such honesty and openness, made me feel seen in a way I had never been seen before. There was a magnetic pull, subtle yet undeniable, drawing me closer to you with every heartbeat. I can still recall the nervous excitement I felt, the butterflies dancing in my stomach as we talked about the simplest things yet shared the most profound moments of connection. It wasn't just infatuation, it was as if the universe had conspired to align our paths, and from that instant, I knew that my life had changed forever. You became the center of my thoughts, the reason I smiled without reason, and the calm in the chaos that surrounded me. Every memory from that day is like a thread woven into the tapestry of our story, each one vibrant and alive, reminding me of the magic that exists in ordinary moments when shared with someone extraordinary. I never realized how incomplete my world felt until you stepped into it, and suddenly, every color seemed brighter, every sound sweeter, and every day more meaningful. The way you spoke, the way you laughed, even the way you paused to think before responding, all of it became a melody I wanted to memorize, a rhythm I wanted to follow for the rest of my life. And in that quiet certainty, I understood that love is not just a fleeting feeling but a profound recognition of a kindred spirit, someone who sees you wholly and still chooses to stay. That day, the day our souls recognized each other in ways words could barely capture, marked the beginning of a journey that neither of us could have imagined, yet one that felt inevitable and destined in every heartbeat. As our story continued to unfold, I began to realize that love is not only found in grand gestures but in the quiet, tender moments we share when no one else is watching. It's in the way your hand finds mine without thinking, as if we were always meant to fit together perfectly, the soft brush of your fingers that sends shivers down my spine and reassures me that I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Every conversation, whether filled with laughter or the comfortable silence of simply being near each other, became a thread that wove our hearts ever closer. I remember the late nights when we would talk about our dreams and fears, sharing pieces of ourselves that we had never shown anyone else. It was in those vulnerable moments that I saw your soul, and in turn, you saw mine, and I felt a depth of connection I had never thought possible. The way you listen, truly listen, makes me feel valued, cherished, and understood in a way that makes the world around us fade into the background. It's in the little things, the way you notice my favorite song, how you remember the smallest details about my day, the gentle encouragement you give me when I doubt myself, that make me fall in love with you over and over again. I find myself anticipating every moment with you, craving the warmth of your presence and the comfort of your embrace. Each laugh we share becomes a melody I want to carry with me forever, each shared glance a silent promise that we are in this together, no matter what life brings. And even in the moments when we disagree or face challenges, there is a strength in us that I cannot fully explain, a resilience born from the love that anchors us and keeps us moving forward hand in hand. I have learned that love is not about perfection, but about finding someone whose imperfections you adore, someone whose quirks and habits become the rhythm of your days, someone who turns ordinary moments into extraordinary memories. In your presence, I have discovered a sense of belonging I never knew I was searching for, a peace and joy that I thought were only found in dreams, and a happiness that cannot be measured by words alone, but only by the beating of our hearts in sync, the quiet smiles that pass between us, and the endless possibilities that lie ahead when two souls choose to journey through life together. There comes a point in every love story when you realize that the person you love has become an inseparable part of your life, not just in moments of joy, but in every heartbeat, every thought, and every dream. With you, I discovered that love is not just about the grand, fleeting moments that take your breath away. It's about the constant presence of someone who understands the unspoken, who sees the depths of your soul without needing words. I remember the days when I would catch myself smiling for no reason, only to realize it was because of a memory we had shared, a simple message you had sent, or the thought of seeing you again. It's in the way you make ordinary moments extraordinary, turning mundane routines into precious memories simply by being there. The sound of your voice has become a melody I carry with me everywhere, soothing my fears, calming my doubts, and reminding me that I am never truly alone as long as you are by my side. There is a magic in the way we connect, an invisible thread that binds us in ways I cannot fully explain, but feel deeply in the core of my being. I remember the quiet evenings when we would sit together, sometimes talking, sometimes in silence, and yet in those moments, it felt as though the world had stopped just for us, as if time itself honored the love we were nurturing. Your presence has taught me patience, empathy, and a deeper understanding of what it means to truly care for someone beyond the surface. The small gestures you make, the way you remember the tiniest details, the way you encourage me to be my best self without ever demanding it, all these little pieces of you have built a world I never want to leave. And as we continue to walk this journey together, I find myself reflecting on how extraordinary it is to have someone who challenges you, supports you, and loves you so completely that even the thought of a day without them seems unimaginable. Each shared laugh, each comforting hug, each whispered word of love becomes a part of the story we are writing together, a story that is uniquely ours, filled with a depth of emotion, a richness of experience, and a certainty that, no matter where life takes us, the bond we share is a treasure that grows stronger with every passing moment. One of the most beautiful realizations in love is understanding how someone can change the very way you see the world. With you, every sunrise feels brighter, every star in the night sky more vivid, and every moment more meaningful simply because you are a part of it. I remember the days when I would walk through life almost oblivious to the small wonders around me, but then you came, and suddenly, every detail mattered, every fleeting experience became something to cherish. There's a gentle power in the way you love, in the way you give yourself without hesitation, in the way your presence turns the ordinary into extraordinary. I find myself constantly marveling at the way you understand me, sometimes better than I understand myself, how you can sense my moods, my unspoken worries, and even the thoughts I haven't voiced aloud. Your love has a way of grounding me, making me feel safe, and yet, it inspires me to reach higher, to be more, to embrace life fully because I know that with you, there is nothing too difficult, no challenge too great, and no dream too far to reach. I treasure the moments when we simply exist together, without the need for words or explanations, where our hearts communicate in a language only we understand. Your laughter has become my favorite sound, a melody that lingers in my mind and brings light even to the darkest of days. The way you care, the way you nurture, and the way you invest yourself in us and in our shared journey has made me realize that love is not just a feeling but a living, breathing presence that shapes our reality. Every day, I discover new reasons to fall in love with you again, the kindness in your eyes, the sincerity in your words, the warmth in your touch. And it's in those simple, intimate moments that I recognize how extraordinary our love truly is, how rare it is to find someone whose soul resonates with yours so completely, that even in silence, there is a dialogue that carries depth, comfort, and understanding. I find myself dreaming of all the tomorrows we will share, imagining the countless memories yet to be made, the quiet mornings, the shared laughter, the whispered promises, and the unwavering support that we will continue to give each other as we grow together. As I think about the journey we have shared, I realize that love is not only about the moments that take your breath away but also about the quiet, steadfast presence of someone who chooses you every single day. It's in the way you look at me, not just with affection, but with a depth that makes me feel truly understood, cherished, and seen for who I am at my core. I remember the countless times when your smile has been my anchor, the simple gestures that speak louder than words ever could, the way your hand finds mine in the midst of chaos and uncertainty, reassuring me that together, we can face anything. With you, I have discovered the extraordinary in the ordinary, the way a shared cup of coffee in the morning becomes a ritual of connection, the way laughter over small, silly moments transforms into memories that I want to keep forever, the way a quiet evening together feels like a celebration of everything that makes us, us. Your love has taught me patience, kindness, and the courage to be vulnerable in ways I never imagined possible. It has shown me that true intimacy is not just physical closeness, but the merging of hearts and minds, the willingness to share fears, dreams, and secrets without reservation. I think about all the times you have encouraged me to pursue my dreams, cheered me on in moments of doubt, and held me close when the world felt heavy, and I realize that love, at its truest, is a partnership, a promise to nurture each other's souls while growing together. Each day with you feels like a new chapter in a story I never want to end, A story written with laughter, tears, whispers, and the unspoken language that only we understand. I find myself marveling at how seamlessly our lives have intertwined, how our dreams and ambitions, our joys and sorrows, have become shared experiences that bind us in ways words cannot fully capture. You have become my safe haven,